Hi there. We'll try that again. Sorry about that. So my name's Amy and I'm from Asmodee, and I'm joined here today with Adrien from Days of Wonder, and we're going to have a quick chat with you guys about Smallworld of Warcraft. So hi Adrien, how
Hi,
are you
Amy.
doing?
I'm doing perfect. I'm perfect. I'm happy to be here with you guys tonight. And I'm Adrien. I'm in charge of Days of Wonder, and I supervise the development for the game, and the one we're going to speak tonight, Smallworld of Warcraft.
Yeah, so we're quite excited. We managed to get our hands on a copy. So we are doing live demonstrations of the game over the weekend. So anyone who wants to give it a try, come and see us. So we posted on our social media that we were going to be chatting with you tonight, and have had a whole bunch of questions come in. The main one that we've had is people want to know what the main differences is between the new Small World of Warcraft and the original Small World.
Okay, so there's a couple of differences between the two games. The first one, I think, I think the most important one is that races are dividing in two factions. I mean, three factions. We've got races from the Horde, races from the Alliance, and races that are neutral. And the nice thing is that when you play Alliance races, you can of course attack anybody on the board, right? Like in Small World. So it's like a free-for-all kind of game. But if you from the Alliance and you attack like a Horde races, you're gonna get some bonus victory point. Okay, so it's always interesting to attack the opposing faction. So that adds a bit of tension, which is very nice. Another very strong point of difference is that play into smaller islands. Smaller that have a big board, and this one have smaller island that kind of mimic what the world of Azeroth is in terms of small island on a large map. So you have travel cost to go from an island to another. So it does change a bit the kind of the mechanic of how you travel to one place to another. That's very nice. And those islands are double faces, so you can have a setup almost random on that. We have introduced places, like legendary places and artifact, so you can collect new powers when you capture a certain region. And I think maybe one key difference is that most of the races you're going to see on the game are new. So we kept some of them from the old game, because I think some kind of power are very important to the gameplay. But there's a lot of new powers and new races in the game.
I have actually seen some of the maps, but I haven't seen some of the races yet. So I will look forward to doing that tomorrow. Yeah, I particularly like with the maps where with the old version, with the original version, the player count meant you had to use the different boards, where it's my understanding where you use the different amount of the different maps. So
exactly, you use as many islands as you have players, basically.
Yeah, it looks really good. So yeah, I can't wait to see the races, because picking my races with the special powers is always super fun. Do you have a particular favorite race and power combo?
Yes, I do like the human race we have on that game. It's one of them where the power did come very late into development, and that one is very interesting because the human players can set targets. So basically, you design some region on the game and say if you are a non horde players and you get to attack that region, you're gonna get bonus VP, and so will I. So it's kind of the like alliance leader. So we kind of set up, where people should attack, and that's I think very interesting powers. And it's almost semi-cooperative somewhere, because say, oh, we should put a target on that big pile of orc here, so you get to put some more interest for the other player to attack. So I like that one. I think it's very fresh and new into the game.
Cool. So you've obviously partnered with Blizzard to make this game happen. What inspired that partnership?
Oh, it's a very old discussion. In fact, I mean, we met with Blizzard almost, I think, 5 or 6 years ago when I went in Los Angeles, and they really wanted to work with us because I think they were impressed by the quality of the game we were publishing, and the first thought was about doing a cheat ride, of Warcraft, and we said, why not? But we didn't feel like the matching, between the gameplay and the thematic will do fine. And quickly we went to discuss to the possibility of World of Warcraft and Small World. And funny enough, I think at some point I kind of told them, you know what, if you are okay for us to call the game Small World of Warcraft, then we have a deal.
Yeah, I think that was the obvious name for the choice for the name. So
Exactly. And when you see the game itself, I think it's very close, you know, in the fact that you're already playing small world with different races that will conquer the board, you know. So I think the match for in the end was very obvious, I think.
yeah, yeah. But was there anything that you found particularly difficult about the theme to translate over to a board game?
Oh, plenty. I mean, I think the difficulty, I mean, the advantage and the difficulty of working with a video game license are the same two sides of the same coin somehow, you know. I think that when you work with such a big IP, with such a big license, they kind of give you other universe, you know, other lore they have. So you get to read the books, you know, a lot of lore description book. So you don't lack of ideas, you know, because there's so much ideas coming in because this is video game are so rich, you know. You have like a dozen of race, dozen of places, dozen of, you know, town, you know, of artifact. So it gives you a lot of ideas. But the thing is that also because Azeroth is a very specific place, you know, and Blizzard has a very, very, you know, very strong idea of the place they did build. You can't do everything you want. You know, when you design a board game from start, when you have no license, you can do everything you want, you know.
Yeah,
So that's kind of easy. You
free
can
reign.
you can exactly, you can put anything and that's your game. But when you work with an IP, you know, you can't do anything you want. Everything is as a strict control. You got approval process, you know. So it's very strict. But I think what went well is that they're very open on the game, you know. They were possibly very strict on the lore because I think they were very, you know, keen to keep, you know, names, places, and things that were very strong to the lore. But they were very open on the gameplay. They did trust us on the gameplay, and so we have a very interesting relationship, you know. And it was both, you know, easy and difficult at the same time. But
Yeah.
it was a very passionate, you know, and very interesting collaboration for sure.
Yeah, awesome. So I do just want to reiterate to everybody watching, we will be demonstrating this game over the weekend, over on the Days of Wonderstand. So come visit us. We have all the links on there. You just click through to the Discord channel. Our team will look after you, get you set up and playing. So Adrien, can you please tell people why they should play this game and why they're going to fall in love with it?
Well, it says I think the at its core it remains small world, you know, in a game where it's the game design is very simple and elegant and streamlined. Okay, you just like pick up a combo, grab your token, have a very simple conquer, you know, rules where you just only like, you know, put 2 tokens in each region, you know, and add token if you have like only token in the region in defense, you know. So I think the gameplay is very simple, and you just get to look at the number of region you control, and that's your victory points, you know, and then you get go and decline. So the core mechanism remain very, very easy, very streamlined. So I think it's an easy game to catch on, you know. Of course, complexity come from the combo, you know, complexity come, you know, how well you're going to play the, you know, well, speaking of the human, you know, the ranger humans, you know. So the complexity of the game lies within the combo and how you're going to play them. So I think it's the kind of game where you have this first, you know, initial, you know, playthrough where it's going to be very easy. And then the more you're going to go in the game, the more you're going to, you know, oh, that combo look interesting because no, I know the game and I know last game I did poorly with that combo. No, it's better. So I think it goes what we call a learning curve, but very, very easy learning curve. You know, it's not very difficult, you know, so I think people will love it because it's very easy and stay, you know, interesting, and every game going to be different, you know, depending on all the islands, the number of player, the combo you're going to get. So a lot of flexibility and
Yeah, a few people are commenting on how much they love like doing the combos as part of Small World. Like I said before, like when that perfect combo comes out and you see it in the market and you're like, oh, do I spend those extra victory points to get that amazing one, or do I go for something that's less good but not spend it? Yeah, it's
exactly. And I think it's one of the amazing aspect of Small World is that even if you don't play the game, you know, you're gonna spend, you know, some time looking at the rule book or imagining, you know, what combo, you know, could arise and that you will grab. So I think it's as this kind of, you know, I like game that make you think about the game once you play it, right? You play the
Yeah.
game, that's normal. But I like games where you finish, and you stay on the table and you say, "Oh, look, if you get, the mountaineer orcs, oh, that would be awesome," and you kind of this kind of discussion, like after seeing a good movie, right? That's how you recognize a good movie. You go to the movie, and then you go to a restaurant with your friend, and you talk, "Oh, this movie, blah blah blah," and that's tells you the game is good. That tell you the movie is good, I think.
Yeah. So someone's commented that their favorite combo is the flying ratmen. I think I would agree with that one. I also like the ratmen as well. I don't really care what power they get. I just love how many of them I have.
Exactly.
So,
Numerous man.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting my favorite Warcraft racing combo going. Um, so yeah, another kind of questions that we've had are related to the artwork. We kind of already talked about the IP and stuff, but in terms of the artwork that you've had to deal with the race and stuff, is there a particular kind of favorite that you have?
I think, I mean, the most of you should be picking one of the race. I think what I do love the most in the game are just the game boards. You know,
Yeah.
I love all the small detail. Miguel Coimbra, the artist, is a passionate player of World of Warcraft himself, and he does put like some Easter egg or some nice little detail in the board, and when you look at them, you kind of see the island and all the places, and I think it's very interesting with that game is that I think it's very exceptional that a big company like Blizzard let another company do original assets. We did all the artwork. It's everything is new. I mean, we took no artwork from their database anymore. So everything you have in the game has been tailored. So we can feel the World of Warcraft, but you can also feel the small world universe in the art, in the way the races are done, the color, I think the saturation, the brightness. It's
Yeah.
very important for us.
Cool. So my very first expo that I went to, I worked it and I actually worked on the Days of Wonderstand there. And
Okay.
yeah, Small World was one of the ones that I helped demonstrate as well. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was there was a lot of excitement around the core game, and then after that there was quite a few additions that then started coming out, and I started noticing it more and more. What about Small World of Warcraft? Do you think there's going to be any expansions or anything that you might add to the game at all?
Honestly, I have no answer to that yet. I think I would be willing to. I mean, I'm sure there is, more races we can pick in the World of Warcraft universe. There are more places we can travel to. So there's definitely some content we could do expansion with. It's we have to see what the reception for the game is. We have to see how Blizzard will be keen to have us working on a new set and a new expansion. But I mean, Small is a highly expandable game. Just adding some races and power will already change the game. Adding new artifacts, adding new legendary places, new islands, new, and maybe even new mechanism. You can add some new mechanism that we have. So it's either we can pick from what was done for Small World, or we can look for new stuff. That we know will fit the universe well. But I mean, us, this is a wonder. I mean, we like to do expansion. If the game is a success, I mean, we go, "Yo, expansion!"
Yeah.
It's like, and I think it's today people, that's what they what they like. Also, I think it's when you do love a game, you be happy to buy and try a new game. But when you have a game that you like, I think you're super happy to be able to give you more content, to give you more option, and to say, that we get a big box, and you're gonna pick the expansion you like the best. And I think it's very important today to support the game and to help players to play more and have more of what they like.
Yeah, and everybody loves expansions anyway. Somebody has suggested a big box version of all the races ever created. So
Yeah, there's many of them. That would be an expensive big box.
would be, yes.
we made a few time ago. If you remember, we have a kind of very deluxe version. We made a smaller designer edition that was launched in a Kickstarter campaign. It was like a big, like almost like a trunk, very big in wood, and inside I think was all races and power that was published at the time. So, but that was a bit like very like deluxe stuff, right? So.
Yeah. Ah, someone has said that. Oh, it's Games Expo said that it was beautiful. So
Yeah.
yeah. I think there's a few people out there that love the collector's editions.
Mm.
Wow, that's cool. Um, so yeah, I mean that's most of the questions that we've had. Is there any kind of final thing you want to say about the game? Is there anything that you think people should know, or?
Oh, there's plenty to say about that game. I think I mean I'd be super happy when the game releases and people can dive in the game and to see what we created, because I think we kind of managed to stay very true to Small World, and I think our goal, was that the game remains Small World.
Yeah.
And one of the big discussion we did constantly have with Blizzard is like, how far we will go from the core game, and the beauty as well of Second Small World is that you can keep, very very close to the core game in terms of mechanism, like I was saying earlier, to say, it's basically, pick a combo, conquer, score victory point, decline. It's like a 4-step, stuff that you get to do over and so on. But with adding and talking with the Blizzard team that was very very friendly and very helpful to us, they come us with all new stuff, especially on races. And I'm not a huge player of World of Warcraft. I did play, but I can't say I'm a huge player of that video game. But I think that we kind of were able to keep the vibe of World of Warcraft as well, by picking the good races, picking, that you spend your time kind of fighting with each other, but also you spend your time kind of going, oh, you should attack him, So we kind of kept the diplomacy that Small has. Small is at its core a diplomacy game.
Yeah.
It's a game you wanna make sure people that don't attack you, but the third guy at the table, So that's how you win in Small World, and we kept that in Small of Warcraft, and I think it's very also linked to what is World of Warcraft is, and the island and the new powers are very cool. So yeah, I think it's a very good combo. This game is like Small World race and power combo. It's like a good video game plus board game combo. So we are very excited to the release and to see what people are going to think and going to play, and like I said, the more people we play, the more people will request new stuff.
Yeah.
The more we'll be happy to oblige.
Yeah, more expansions.
Yeah.
I've got a few people asking about the demonstrations tomorrow. So we found on the Days of Wonder booth through the exhibitors hall, there is some information about the game itself, and then you just click on the link that says join the Discord. We are going to cap the games at 45 minutes, which might mean you don't quite get to the end of the game, but then you'll just have to go and buy it, right? And then finish it off at home. So yeah, come and see us on the Discord channel. We're going to aim to start a game on the hour every hour, and we have a load of chat going on as well on the Discord. So even if you have to wait for a little bit, our demo team will be there to talk you through the kind of things that you can expect. And if you want to go on there and share any pictures, or if you want to come and tell us what your favorite race combo is, either in Small World of Warcraft or Small World, we have a lot going on. So definitely click through and come and see us. Something else I should just mention, seeing as people are asking about demonstrations, is you'll also be given a link to get your badge for having a live demonstration. And for everybody who's watched today, we also have a link that will be posted at the end, so you can get a badge for joining us on the live stream. So be sure to grab that and get collecting. So do you reckon you're gonna join us at all for a game over the weekend?
Oh, I would love to. I'm with the kids, some friends. So, but maybe I'll join. Let's see. Have some time. I'll be happy. To jump into it. It's like every game we publish. It's my baby as well. So I need to see how my baby start to kind of walk.
Yeah, my little one's upstairs as well, and she keeps asking to come down to be on the video with mummy. But
yeah,
I've told her she can play some games tomorrow if she's behaved.
She'd be super happy then, I'm sure.
yeah, she loves it all. So I can't wait to actually take her to a proper expo. I'm also pretty good at Small World, just in case anyone wants to challenge. So I'm hoping I will smash Small World of Warcraft out the park as well. So
yeah, I'm just going to finish by saying that we have introduced in the game a variant as well that you can play the game with a new rule that either we call it Battle for Azeroth, and it's a Horde versus Alliance variant. That's changed a bit the gameplay where you do pick up a faction at start. And
Okay.
that's very exciting as well. And it's a very different way to play, but it's so interesting that it's fit the game just as a variant. So you can play. You have both way to play. You have to play two way to play the game. I think it's a nice little gift as well.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely be giving it a go tomorrow, with or without a little one joining me. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think that we are getting towards the end now, a couple of minutes before the next guys need to join. I'm just having a look, seeing if there's any other questions on there, but I think that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, letting us know more
That was
about the
great.
game, and yeah, hopefully lots and lots of demonstrations over the weekend. Oh, I don't think I mentioned the time. It's 9 till 6 on Saturday and 9 till 4 on Sunday. So come visit us on Days of Wonder, come and chat with our demo team, and we'll get you guys all playing this amazing game.
Yeah, and I hope everybody enjoy the Virtual Expo, because I think it's great that such event exists to catch up for the lack of actual events. So I think it's great, and it's a very good job that all convention and events are doing all over the world. So keep the gamer together. I think it's nice.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I am looking forward to going back to the actual event next year, but I'm so pleased that we were able to be part of this year. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Very happy. Cool. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and I hope that you all have an amazing Virtual Expo, and I hope you play lots of games.